I'm Cape Joel, and this is Comic Smack, your weekly, daily, all the time, anytime comic show where I give you your fix of everything you need to know from the world of comic books and superheroes. And on today's show, we're taking a closer look at Detective Comics number 950, a special anniversary issue that seeks to take a closer look at some of your favorite heroes in the Bat family. What'll happen next? Let's hop on in together and find out, shall we? So, this is an anthology book complete with 3 stories, the first being the longest and focusing on Orphan, aka Cassandra Cain. For those who don't know, Cassandra Cain is a mute, taught only to speak in the language of violence, or to be more particular, she can read people's body language like no one else. Also, in a nice holdover from her new origin story that was told in the pages of Batman and Robin Eternal, Cassandra absolutely loves ballet because it's movement without the violence that she's so used to. Another big focus of this issue is dealing with how Cassandra feels in the fallout of the supposed death of Tim Drake and the abandonment of, spoiler, Stephanie Brown. As you'll recall, those characters were closer to her than just about anyone else. In fact, they were kind of surrogate siblings to her. This young girl is positively overcome by emotion, but because she can't speak and communicate, she's having a terrible time getting that across to everyone around her. In fact, she feels invisible most of the time at the Belfry as everyone kind of deals with their own business. And hey, no surprise, Batman isn't exactly Mr. Touchy-feely on the subject either. He tries his best to relate to Orphan, but at the end of the day, she still feels that he views her as the weapon she was always created to be. And I mean, really, that's kind of her place in the team when we break it down. She's the ringer, the muscle, the Hulk of the team, essentially. Now, it's not all bad. Orphan does like the people on her team. In fact, she sees a lot of herself in everyone. She really looks up to Batwoman, how she too was groomed to be a weapon, but now she wields herself of her own accord. Even Azrael she likes, saying, you know, like herself, he was raised to be an assassin, a killer, but now he's found a sort of peace inside himself that she too one day will hope to find. And of course, there's good old Clayface, another character who suffers from image problems much like herself, never really knowing what's real. In the end, though, Cassandra steals herself away and gives herself over to the dance in hopes that that will allow her to better express herself in the future. Next up, we have a bit of a buddy picture. It's John Paul Valley, aka Azrael, and Luke Fox, aka Batwing, attempting to take down a simulation in the mudroom that not even Batman himself could battle. These two kind of form a bit of an odd couple relationship. Luke, after all, is a man of science and technology, while John, well, he's a man of faith and religion. And yet, despite their many differences, they do respect each other, and in fact, they even find common ground talking about Azrael's suit of sorrow, the source of his power, how it's kind of a living computer that up until a while ago John thought was the voice of God inside his brain, but now he knows that was all the order of Saint Dumas attempting to try and manipulate him. Batwing rightly says though, hey, if the church gave you that suit, how do you know they're not listening in on you right now? Yeah, that's the other big thing about Detective Comics number 950. Every little story is ended with a bit of seed planting for events that will no doubt take place in the future. Now, the last story in this anthology is by far the shortest. In fact, it's only a couple pages, but it might very well be my favorite. You see, we flash back to Tim Drake before his death / disappearance / whatever you want to call it. It seems that he had been looking into Batman's other operations, the building of the Justice League of America, inspiring Damian to go make friends his own age and build the Teen Titans, as well as strategically moving the other 2 Robins, Dick Grayson and Jason Todd, into positions that Batman himself doesn't usually go. Tim begins to think to himself that maybe Batman has some sort of ulterior motives, almost like he's building up for something, a war, a place that he'll need an army, a bunch of people that he can mobilize at one time to fight an oncoming threat. What's that threat? Well, they don't know, but we as the reader know. This is no doubt connected to the button he found in the Watchmen teaser that was at the end of DC Rebirth, so overall, one hell of a stinger to leave on. Detective Comics number 950 was a nice little breather issue from the end of the previous arc and the prelude to the new League of Shadow arc that's coming down the pipeline. I think this book is a perfect indicator about why I love it so much and why I think it's one of the strongest, if not the strongest, Batman book you can currently buy, mainly because not every story has to be about Batman. Oh, he's involved, he takes part, he's important and everything, but you know, the weight of character development and everything else, that's on other people. Tynion really does seem to have a love and passion for the supporting characters in the Batman universe, and it really shines through here in this issue. I'm also super stoked at all the different teases that they've offered up here, from Lady Shiva to Saint Dumas coming back, and heck, even the stuff going on in DC Universe Rebirth. What's not to love? Overall, I'd give this one an 8.5 out of 10. It was good stuff.
Hey everyone, thanks so much for watching my newest video. I hope you enjoyed it, and while you're here, why not check out another video I have on offer? Or maybe if you're feeling in a supportive mood, you want to like or subscribe. And if you want to support the creation of more videos just like this one, then please by all means check out the Kate Joel Patreon. A little bit goes a very long way, and I will see you all next time.